Thanks, Pete, and good afternoon, everyone. I would like to reflect on the experience we had at WHO from Ebola, because I think it was for us really a turning point in the way we address epidemic disease and especially outbreak response. One of the first lessons we learned from the Ebola outbreak is really that there was a number of partners in the field. And I remember in Liberia one meeting where there were more than 100 NGOs present, plus the military, and plus a number of other constituencies that were attending the coordination meeting. So clearly, contemporary outbreaks are based on a multi-partner response. And so it makes it much more complex also to manage and run and coordinate. The second lesson I can highlight is really during Ebola, we had to put in place measures that were very different from previous outbreaks. And one of the strategies was really community measures and working with community so that they are empowered to deal with the outbreak. And by doing so, we realized that there were some gaps in the composition of the outbreak response team. We were dramatically lacking social scientists. And so after the outbreak, WHO started to build networks with this kind of expertise, such as social scientists. Now we have a network called Social Net, where we try to bring on board people who can bring something that we didn't have in the past, this kind of expertise. And we do this for other aspects of the response for which we lack also expertise, and working in networks across the world, I think, has improved a lot the way we raise knowledge and also we respond. The third point I would like to highlight also during Ebola, it's a very deadly disease, as you know, and there is no specific treatment. We also decided to focus much more on clinical care. And with our colleagues from MSF, we also brought inside people with a high level of expertise, intensive care specialists, and they work with doctors from NGOs and also national doctors to try to provide higher care to those people who were affected. And we managed in Donka, for instance, in Guinea, to reduce the mortality from 73% to 33% just by providing enhanced supportive care. And care is not only about IV drops or nice techniques. For us, care was also providing care with love, making sure that patients are really receiving all what they need, and not only from the physical side, but also mentally, and also be reassured that they can also continue to have their social link with their family, despite the fact that we needed to implement some isolation rules that were not very easy to cope with, especially for those patients and families who were affected by Ebola. So I think in a nutshell is the three things that we have learned. There are many more things we have learned, but for the sake of time, I will just stop here. Thanks a lot.